are you doing this Thanksgiving week? I wanted to talk about, let's get into it. I don't have my coffee, but you know what I'm talking about. I had a comment on my Facebook post that got like 1,000 comments, shares, everything, likes, 1,000 likes. No, it was over, like 1,200 likes. And this man said about my traveling, you must have taken your ex-husband to the cleaners. No man wants that. Well, here's the story, the real story. I wanted to share that with you because, you know, I've been traveling 20 years, and I don't want you to think that I haven't been doing it with my own income. All I got from my divorce was a pile of debt, a couple of cameras, and a pup tent. So my former husband in no way has been financing this at all. It's come from my photography income, and I'm able to travel because I work. I plan and I execute my plans. I have traveled to 34 countries on my own power and my own dime. So, and I didn't have a big asset to cash in like a house that many people have, so they can sell their house for $1 million and travel the world. No, I didn't do that either. I'm working. I'm a photographer, and I've been a professional photographer in the heart of Silicon Valley for 40 years. And I have other streams of income too. Teaching, leading retreats around the world, photography retreats. My next one, my specials are coming to Sicily. But I wanted to jump on because people say, aren't you afraid traveling solo? Well, I'm not. I don't get afraid when I travel. Now, when I first started, and I would be in a sketchy situation, I learned how to get myself out of the sketchy situation. So we either have to, hi, thanks for coming over, Fam Funville, Stitch 66689. Hey, I'm just talking about traveling the world and the response I've been getting. I was on Facebook yesterday and I got over 1,000 likes talking about travel. But I wanted to face the thing that kept coming up with people is that people are afraid to travel solo. A lot of people said that. Hi, Tim. Oh, Fam Funville, thanks for coming over. Yeah, subscribe. I got a lot of free information on my YouTube channel about traveling, about life at age 69, having a kick-ass life. Come on down. So what I wanted to talk about is how people can have misconceptions about you. So I travel on my own power and dime from my own money that I earn as a photographer. Hey, thanks for the hearts. I really appreciate it. I love it when the hearts go floating up. That makes me so happy, whoever is doing that. Thank you. But I wanted to share with you that people don't have the right picture about you. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yes. I remember learning that word from the Mary Poppins movie. So yeah, come on over and subscribe because I've got over 1,000 videos on my channel, and most of it is about traveling. Some of it is about how to take better pictures. I've got different playlists for each country I've been to. There's a lot of information, so come on over. Yeah, remember that? Mary Poppins. So, you know what? And bringing up Mary Poppins, when I saw that movie at age 10, that was my dream come true. I wanted to be able to float through the sky like Mary Poppins. And that's kind of what I'm doing now by traveling all the time. Honestly, it's so much fun. And I feel it's accessible to a lot of people, not just the people that that man said a very mean thing to me yesterday, but I just laughed at him. He said, "Oh, you must have taken your ex-husband to the cleaners. No man wants that." That's what he said in the Facebook comments. And that's not what I did. I was left with well, I wasn't left. I chose to end it. I asked him to leave and inherited a pile of debt from him. So there you go. And a pup tent and some cameras from the photography business. We had our own separate photography businesses. And we were doing very well until the .com crash. So actually it wasn't monetarily when we broke up. I was doing fine. But then the next year was the .com crash and I suddenly had no clients. So no, I have not done my traveling based on a huge bank account of money I got from a sugar daddy, from anybody financing my life. I do it on my own earning power. So when you're thinking that you could travel, you actually can do it on less money than you think. It costs less to travel to Asia than it does to work in California and earn money. So there's quite a bit of expenses involved here. I'm here now earning money, but I'm not really working that much in the next month. I'm working remotely. So I do consultations on the phone. So if you ever want to get your itinerary set and you're going to travel and you want to do it on a low budget, I can help you with that. I mean, I do charge for the consultation because it's one-on-one, but if you don't want to pay that, you can get a lot of free information on my YouTube channel right here if you subscribe and just turn the bell on and you'll get it. Yeah, you know, Facebook isn't my favorite. It's a way to connect with people, but some of the comments. Well, most of them were nice. Most of them were good from other people. Most of them were good, I would say, 99% of them. It's just that one mean one that you're like, oh, you completely have it wrong about me. No, I didn't get divorced and get $10 million. No, that isn't what happened. So anyway, I just want to encourage people, if you're afraid to travel solo, let's take on that. Because a lot of people in the comments yesterday on Facebook were saying, aren't you afraid? I really want to travel solo, but I'm afraid. Listen, you know what? I got to tell you this. Traveling in Europe is a lot easier and safer than traveling in the United States. Because, here's why. It's much more humane there, how things are connected and how people are treated. It's not like it is here where it's dog eat dog. Hey, thanks for all of those beautiful Fam Funville, the trophy, and that's cool. In the hearts, thank you. Yeah, thanks for being a top fan. I spend more time on YouTube than I do on Facebook. But it was interesting because I was in a group for solo female travel over 50, age 50, and I'm age 69. And so I wanted to, and I've been traveling for 20 years, full time, not having a home base. I gave it up. I mean, I kind of have a home base in California, but I live in different places and I do alternative living. So I keep my costs as low as I can so that I have more money to spend on travel. And then I travel, okay, so here's some of my secrets right here. If you travel during the low season to Europe, for example, in southern Italy, which is where I spend 2 months every year, I did it last year and I had such a good time. You can get accommodation for between $50 and $80 a night in a nice place, apartment, and it can come down even more if you stay the whole month. So I went to the south of France in Nice, France, before I went to Sicily last year. I had never been to Nice. It was so great. Now, I did pay more money. So for a week of accommodation with a little studio where I could cook, so I didn't have to go out for meals. I could cook in my own place. It was tiny, but it was perfect for me. It was $480 for the week, including everything. It had good Wi-Fi. A little noisy, but it was perfectly located. It wasn't noisy every night, but I'm asking for a new room this time. Family have weird traditions. No. We don't have any weird traditions. But thanks for coming over. Who was that? I didn't see the person. I wanted to mention their name. So anyway, to continue, I'm talking about solo travel, and a lot of people are scared to do it. But I'm telling you, and I've been to Europe every year for the past 6 years. Europe is the easiest because it's set up for travel. I'm not going to say the same of South America, Asia, Central America, and Hawaii. All places I've been a lot. So, you know, I can help you choose that, where you're going to go that would fit your budget. So right off the bat, the places that fit your budget: Cambodia, Laos, Thailand in certain areas. It's getting more expensive. Malaysia, Bali in certain areas, but that's getting more expensive too. So I would say Cambodia, Thailand, Laos. I haven't been to Vietnam, but I would include that from the research I've done. And then off season in Italy and France and Spain in the winter. See, it's not really that cold in Sicily and Spain in the southern regions. So it gets up to be, so they're on the metric system, but it'd be like between 50 and 60 degrees during the day. And then it can even go up to 70 in March, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's, I only go in winter. I have never been to Europe in the summer because I don't want the crowds. I don't want, see, if you go when there's crowds, there is a concern you might be pickpocketed, but that's if there's crowds. So if you're not in a crowd and you go in the low season when there's no crowds, I've never been pickpocketed. I was robbed in Thailand while I was riding my bike. I had my purse in my bike basket, and a guy on a motorbike went by and just took it out of my, that was my fault. I shouldn't have done that, but I just wasn't thinking. I was riding my bike to the hospital because I was sick. I got the purse back, but not the $100. Anyway, don't be afraid to travel solo. It's less expensive than you think, and you can get discounted airfare from the United States to Asia if you get on there. I'll tell you how to do it. Get on there and do a incognito tab on your browser so you can't be tracked. And then what you do is go on Google Flights and look up where you want to go. And you can actually not put a destination. You can put anywhere, and then a whole bunch of things will come up. Hi, Yusuf Ahmed. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming over. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, because I'm going to get off soon. I got to get back to work. I actually work for a living. Unlike Mr. yesterday saying I took my husband to the cleaners. No, if anybody, it was the opposite. So listen, don't hold yourself back from traveling because you think you don't have enough money. Oh yeah, I remember you, Yusuf Ahmed. I was in your last stream. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Thanks for coming over and being a top fan. I appreciate that. Don't be afraid to travel solo. Just do it the first time. Pick an easier country. And, you know, in the winter, I go with French Bee Airlines, and they're probably the cheapest with the direct flights. They direct flights from San Francisco, Los Angeles, Miami, and New York. So they take you to Paris without a stop, and then Some of them were as low as $200 one way. And then you take the metro or public transportation, which is only 13 euros to your hotel. And the rates are much lower in the winter. They double in the summer and sometimes triple. Oh, so I didn't finish the Nice, France story, and then I'm going to get off. Yeah, I remember you being in my last stream, Yusuf. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I rented this place for about $480 for the week, a little studio in the perfect location, right in the center, so I could walk to everything. Grocery store, the beach was just like a 5-minute walk. I could walk about 15 minutes to the train station so I could go to other little towns along the French Riviera. And then, listen to this, I booked it for April when I was coming back to Paris, and the prices had doubled. So that's why you go in January, February, or March, because the prices are going to be cheaper. And March is an absolute wonderful month to go to Europe, in Southern Europe. So not like Scandinavia. It's still going to be cold there. But little known fact, and plus, I feel so much safer when I'm in Italy and France, because I feel like there's a different kind of regard for travelers and for making things easy for you. Like the thing that I didn't know until I started traveling in Europe was everything's connected, like the train's connected to the metro's connected to the ferries are connected to the bus, the airports are connected to buses and the trains, so that you don't have to take a $100 taxi ride from the airport. You can take a bus or the metro. So don't bring a lot of luggage, because you're going to be hauling it yourself. And, you know, people bring too much stuff. I used to carry too much stuff too. There's a picture. I got to post that somewhere, because I used to have way too much stuff. A big backpack, a rolling thing, and then a thing I wore around my middle, like a fanny pack with the camera and 2 lenses in it, 3 lenses. And then my pillow, like I just had way too much stuff. So I don't do that now. What I do is I just have 1 backpack, 1 small rolling thing, and then I bring a blanket with my pillow, which doesn't count on these international flights. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for coming over, Fam Funville, Yusuf, Ahmed, and joining in. And maybe next time you might have some questions. But I hope you've all subscribed, because there's a lot of free content on my channel, and I wanted to share my thoughts with you this morning. Especially about what I've been through in the last day. So get out there and travel. Keep coming back. I enjoy talking to you, and I'll see you in the next video.